Do you remember the last time you were lucky? When did your dreams float freely in the sky, unshadowed by the shadow of doubt? Or maybe you have long forgotten what true happiness is. You, Taurus, the owner of the fortitude of a bull, who stubbornly goes to his goal, face insurmountable obstacles. Failures haunt you like ghosts, and your dreams are shattered, leaving only a bitter residue of disappointment. But what if it's not just a series of accidents? What if you are touched by an unknown force hidden in the depths of the universe, a force that whispers in the ear of the stars and influences the fate of people? Yes, you heard right. Even the great Nostradamus, the prophet whose words pierced the centuries, revealed to us a terrible secret about Taurus and their inextricable connection with black magic. He saw how invisible threads of black magic entwine your life, and left us signs so that you could free yourself from these bonds and regain your freedom and happiness. Think for a moment. Think about your most cherished dreams, about what you want to get out of life. And feel that aching feeling when the shadow of failure peeks through the rosy prospects, casting a chill on all your hopes. How often do you ask yourself, why is the universe conspiring against me? Why is every step on the path to happiness blocked by insurmountable obstacles? And perhaps you are already beginning to doubt, is it not the fact that you, Taurus, born under the sign of the earth, are doomed to eternal failures? That the universe has prepared for you only a bitter taste of disappointment, and not the sweet nectar of success? But there are those who can tell you a different story, those who see behind the veil of fate and know its hidden secrets. The great Nostradamus, a prophet whose wisdom pierced the ages, saw not only the future, but also the hidden forces that influenced the destinies of people. And he revealed to us the terrible truth about Taurus and their inextricable connection with black magic. He knew how invisible threads of negative energy entwine your lives, and left us signs so that you could break these bonds and start writing your story from scratch. Secrets of Taurus. Taurus, you are the children of the earth, the personification of perseverance and steadfastness. Your soul is made of solid rock, and your spirit burns with a bright flame, ready to overcome any obstacles. You are distinguished by strong character traits, among which are dedication, patience, practicality, and an indefatigable desire for comfort. You are true creators, with a sense of beauty and a unique talent for turning dreams into reality. But there are also secret facets hidden in the depths of your soul that can both attract success and repel it. Your love of earthly pleasures, the pursuit of material well-being, can sometimes overshadow spiritual needs. You easily succumb to temptations and can forget about important things, fixating on instant pleasure. And it is this desire for the earthly that can attract negative energies. Black magic is often directed at material values, and Taurus, with their attachment to money, power and luxury, become an easy target for its influence. Your stubbornness, which helps you achieve your goals, can turn into intransigence, and practicality into stinginess. And these traits can become a magnet for negative energy, preventing you from enjoying life and feeling happy. But don't despair. Remember that you are the owners of a strong spirit, and only you can decide which road to choose. Nostradamus and Taurus. The great Nostradamus, the prophet whose words pierced the centuries, saw not only the future, but also the secret threads of fate that weave through people's lives. In his prophecies, he left us signs that can help us figure out the difficulties of our path. And among the many predictions of Nostradamus, those concerning Taurus deserve special attention. Taurus, born under the sign of the earth, is surrounded by shadows that try to drag him into the abyss of darkness. These words suggest that Taurus can become victims of negative energy hidden in the depths of their soul or coming from the outside. They are like a tree whose roots are entwined with parasites, they cannot fully unleash their potential. The golden bull that craves wealth can fall into the trap of its own desire. Nostradamus speaks about the inherent love of Taurus for material values, about the risk of becoming dependent on wealth, forgetting about important things in life. The glitter of gold will cloud the eyes of Taurus, and he will not see the true values. These words suggest that Taurus can forget about spiritual values, fixating on material ones. This can lead to frustration and dissatisfaction. Nostradamus does not talk about hopelessness. He shows us the way to get rid of negative influences. His prophecies are the key to understanding his own weaknesses and strengths. In the modern life of Taurus, these prophecies reflect real problems. Many Taurus people become addicted to money and material values, forgetting about the meaning of life, about love, friendship, and spiritual growth. But according to Nostradamus, liberation from the negative influence of black magic is possible. The influence of black magic on Taurus. Black magic, like a shadow, roams the world, looking for weak spots in people's souls. And Taurus, with their attachment to material things and unshakable self-confidence, can become an easy target for her influence. There are many types of black magic, but each of them is aimed at depriving a person of strength, happiness and harmony. Damage to money and well-being. Taurus, known for their love of comfort and material goods, can become victims of corruption, which deprives them of financial stability. Unexpected losses, business failures, and constant money problems can all be the result of black magic. Love spell. Taurus, distinguished by devotion and fidelity, often become victims of love spells that deprive them of freedom of choice and impose unwanted relationships. A curse on health. Negative energy can poison the body and soul, causing ailments and diseases that are difficult to cure with traditional methods. Black magic can affect the life of Taurus in many ways. Failures. Sudden problems at work, loss of friends, destruction of plans, all this can be the result of a negative influence that takes away strength and throws Taurus back. Diseases. Physical and psychological ailments can become a response to negative energy, which gradually destroys the body and undermines the immune system. Failed relationships. Problems in your personal life, constant quarrels, misunderstandings and the destruction of relationships can be the result of damage or a curse on love. But don't despair. Black magic is not a sentence. There are ways to get rid of its influence and regain happiness and harmony. How to resist black magic. Taurus, you have a strong will and an unshakable spirit. And it is this power that will become your main weapon in the fight against negative influences. Remember that you are not victims of fate, but creators of your own life. And you have all the necessary tools to free yourself from the shackles of black magic and regain happiness and harmony. Practical tips. Protect your home. Create an atmosphere of calm and positive in your home. Use crystals and amulets that reflect negative energy. Clean the house of garbage and unnecessary things that can create a negative atmosphere. Clear your mind. Practice meditation and visualization to clear your mind of negative thoughts and feelings. Strengthen your spiritual connection. Engage in spiritual practices that will help you connect with higher powers and be filled with positive energy. Be careful with gifts. Do not accept gifts from people who cause you to distrust. Rituals and practices. Cleansing with salt. Take a bath with sea salt, imagining how salt takes away all the negative energy. Candle lighting. Light a white candle and say a prayer or affirmation to send all negative thoughts and feelings into space. The use of crystals. Put quartz or amethyst crystals in places where you feel negative energy. Positive thinking and spiritual growth. Focus on positive thoughts. Avoid negativity and look for the good in every situation. Show gratitude. Take the time to thank you for all the good things in your life. Practice forgiveness. Get rid of negative feelings towards people who have harmed you. Engage in self-discovery. Get to know yourself and your strengths. Remember that you are the owners of a strong spirit, and with the help of positive thinking, spiritual growth and practical advice, you can overcome any negative influence. Taurus, you are firm and unshakable, with an inexhaustible reserve of strength and perseverance. And that's what makes you unique and able to overcome any obstacles. Nostradamus, the great prophet, has revealed to us the secret of the negative influence that can affect your life. He showed us that invisible threads of black magic can entangle your dreams and prevent you from achieving happiness. But believe me, you are not doomed to eternal struggle with failures. You are the owners of a strong spirit and hold the key to liberation from negative influences. This article is not a verdict, but a guide to freedom. She helps you understand your weaknesses, warns you against the pitfalls of black magic and gives you practical advice to regain your happiness and harmony. Remember that you are the creators of your own destiny. And it depends only on you which road you choose. Use the knowledge you have gained to strengthen your soul, purify your mind and regain control of your own life. Discover the power of positive thinking, practice spiritual growth, and don't be afraid to change your life for the better. You are a Taurus, and you can achieve anything you want.